You guys already know this is the main one tapping in all the way from H-Town, Houston, Texas. I'm here with my boy T.A.G.
T.A.G.
T.A.G, very nice, very evil.
Yeah, that's tag shit.
The only thing we're gonna do is take over, baby.
Free fall as I dive through the kaleidoscope in my mind. No rope up to climb. Gotta remind myself that I'm fine. Mama, I don't really.
What it is, what it was, and what it do, Tag Nation. Welcome to another episode of Tag Me In, aka TMI, with your favorite people of the IWC. And who am I? I'm 2 times 2 belt ScooterRay. The person to the left of me, Mr. Lip Deasley, aka the Prince of Prediction, aka I guess the GOAT of prediction for the time being.
Look at you going ahead and giving me that good old okay.
And that handsome, beautiful human being to the right of me is Mr. Jaeger Bombastic. So fantastic. Just sitting over there, just luxurious.
It's feeling like a Sage of the Sixth Pass, man, you know?
You know what I'm saying? Gentlemen, welcome to another week of this wonderful world of professional wrestling. And we're going to go ahead and start it off with a somber note, but, you know, not to be too sad. So we did hear the passing of Bobby Horn, a.k.a. Mo, a.k.a. Sir Mo. He was part of the tag team Men on a Mission with King Mabel. Once again, rest in peace to him as well. And he passed away at the age of 58. Just so young. And apparently he needed like a life-saving kidney transplant, but I guess it didn't happen in time. So yeah, but definitely rest in peace to pretty much a legend. I mean, regardless of how you feel about Men on a Mission or anything, I mean, anything like that, I mean, you know, it's part of this wonderful world of wrestling that we love so much. And his time was utilized while he was there.
100%.
So, but yeah. Moving on from that. Yeah, go ahead.
No, I'm saying it's one of those things that suck, you know.
Yeah. So, but especially at 58, like so young.
Yeah.
So young. And moving on to that. So, a bit of information about this young lady. Of course, we all know her as Samantha Irvin when she was in WWE, but as of now, you know, Samantha the Bomb, you know. So a fan had commented pretty much about how much he's missing Samantha, and she responded, yeah, I got 1 year down on my non-complete. I got another year to go. So pretty much Samantha revealed that I guess per her conditioning of leaving the WWE, they put her on a 2-year non-compete. Like, my goodness. My goodness, a 2-year.
Is she just like, I hope she's just collecting checks.
I don't know. That's a great thing. Like, I mean, because I mean, she's able to do her music.
Right.
But, you know, she's not able to like really do much of anything else. So I don't know.
Yeah, as long as she didn't do it in WWE, I guess she can do that.
I guess so. I guess so. I guess that's the. But I mean, while we're talking about Samantha, just like how we was discussing last week, that's pretty much what's going to happen with Andrade, possibly. So while we sitting here tripping.
And that's another thing. Because I don't know if y'all know this, but David Otunga kind of weighed in on the whole non-compete for Andrade, and he said, honestly, if Andrade got a lawyer, he could probably get the ruling in his favor when it comes to the non-compete.
Oh, really?
Well, how much time did he have left on his non-compete?
So he was on a 90-day, and so I believe it stretched out to a year now. I don't know.
No, but like, what day was he on when he broke the non-compete?
I think he was only on day 2.
I was like, it wasn't that
Never
much.
mind.
Yeah.
Shit, I forgot. I forgot how much time had passed.
So,
Okay.
by chance, did he go into detail of how Andrade could possibly win that?
No. I just I seen a thing on it because there was a video that he had did. I didn't actually watch it. But apparently that I'm for the people. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and check it out. To get some clarification on that. Also to answer the question as far as Samantha Irvin, she is getting paid during her non-compete.
Okay, I guess that makes sense.
At least there's that.
I guess that makes sense why she's sitting at home, chilling. That she at least still collecting WWE checks. But hey, Andrade, David Otunga is basically telling you to hire him. He get you right. He was pretty much offering his legal services to help you out with that non-compete. If you didn't catch that, Andrade, just throw it out there.
Why did that sound salacious? I'm sorry. That just Can you please get Samantha Irvin off? She's too damn fine. Anyway.
I mean, speaking of, more updates and news came out. Tony Khan has revealed that Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, is very much still with AEW, and he's like, waiting for her to come back. You know what I'm saying? So,
what does that mean?
So the question I'm gonna ask you to, due to the fact that she's been gone for so long, I know she had that little small pop up. What was that, last year? How do you see her fitting in with this iteration of AEW, especially in the women's division?
Well, first off, I have an update on David Otunga stuff. We'll get to that in a second.
Okay.
So when it comes to Britt Baker,
EMD,
he is desperately needed.
Okay.
And the thing is with her is because, again, absence makes the heart grow fonder, and it's not like people have not been asking about where the fuck she's been. So this right here is your star talent for the women's division. I mean, because again, clearly Toni Storm and Mina Shirakawa, they're gonna go for the tag titles, obviously.
Oh well, I'm gonna put a pin in that. Put a pin in that. That's our next story.
Okay, so then we have the whole thing with Stat and Mercedes. The thing is, clearly something's got to happen to, one, the TBS championship, and then two, the world title, the women's world title is going to be decided between Stat and Mercedes. Where do you go after that? Britt Baker. At the same time, with Britt Baker, you have unfinished business between her and Mercedes anyway. And as we know, there is no personal bad blood between the two. Because Britt Baker has gone on record to say that. So if it's true on Mercedes' side, I don't know. But as far as what Britt Baker has said, she said there's no bad blood. But yeah, I think that's the natural course. I mean, honestly, if you're gonna play up the whole Mercedes winning the women's world championship, it's either one of two things. You're either gonna have Britt Baker come back and take the TBS title off of Mercedes, or you have her eventually come back and take the world title off of Mercedes. I think that's your best course of action. To capitalize on the fact that Britt Baker is one of your stars in AEW, especially if you're not going to let her out of her contract. And so it's like make do with what you have. So
I'm 1,000,000% in that, taking the belt off Mercedes for the AEW women's title. Like, she'll be the one to dethrone Mercedes from that. And then, like, I don't, as much as I want her to come back with and get the TBS title, I'd rather her come back and actually get the AEW women's title.
Okay.
Yeah. Has she had the TBS? No, she hasn't.
Nuh-uh. She only just been women's. She only just been AEW women's champ.
All right, so this should become what is it, a third time?
Is it
I think
third?
it would be
Or
third.
would it just be third? Okay.
Yeah.
Is it second or third?
It should be third.
Okay.
It should be third. Let me
Third
double-check.
time AEW Women's or first time TBS?
Yeah. So, oh no, I'm wrong. So she's only been one time.
I was like, yeah. I thought it was only just one time, champ.
No. So second.
But if I remember correctly, I think it was a moderately good title reign.
It was a good run. Yeah, it was a good run.
It had to be good because I thought she had that belt twice.
Yeah, same.
I mean, at that time, she was the one that was hot as fish grease.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
So, all right, well,
she was through all the COVID shit too.
So I guess whether they end up doing it this year or possibly bring her back next year, Dr. Baker, we'll be here. We'll be waiting for you to return, and we'll see what your impact holds. And we talked about the tag titles, and this is the official tournament that is happening starting next week. As you see, we got Queen Amanada and Jamie Hayter taking on the Sisters of Sin, Sky Blue and Julia Hart. You got the team of Willow Nightingale and Harley Cameron taking on the newly formed team of Mercedes Moné and Athena. You have Alex Windsor and Riho taking on the team of Toni Storm and Mina Shirakawa. You have Megan Bain and Penelope Ford taking on T.A.G, Ty Mello and Anna Jay. So this is your bracket for the women's tag team championship tournament.
I just want T.A.G to get to the second round.
I mean, I don't know. So this is the thing.
I know they probably won't, but I just want them to.
This is the thing. I thought this tournament was a shoe-in for Willow and Harley or T.A.G, and now with you throwing in Monet and Athena and Toni and Mina.
I want it to be Toni and Mina so goddamn bad because
the finals is probably going to be Monet and Athena versus Toni and Mina.
I want it to be Toni and Mina so bad.
Yeah, this is I mean, by the looks of this does seem to be a pretty predictable bracket. As I'm seeing Amanada Hayter going, Monet and Athena taking on Face. They're gonna take that win. You're gonna take Toni and Mina to win, and then they're going against Bain and Ford to give you the whole. They got to struggle to get to the finals with Bain. They overcome that, and then they eventually beat Athena and Monet. And then you probably get a championship match between Athena and Mina.
Hey, well, there you go. If the GOAT of predictions literally just kind of possibly just gave you the full rundown.
Because what's the next process for Toni? And I seen it at the pay-per-view. Soon as they had shown them both losing, and in the backstage, I was like, oh, they're about to make them attack.
As soon as they sat down with each other, yeah, exactly. I was like, Now, I didn't realize that the fucking belts were like immediately on the line like this. So yeah, it makes the most sense. The only thing that's unfortunate here is that there's some tag teams here that have been like understood as tag teams for the longest.
Yeah, that is a
damn shame. It is a damn shame that they are not going to get their shine. I mean, get them at least to the second round, but no, they're just going to be first round losses.
Now TK, understand this. Now, remember what you probably didn't watch it, but the people that watched it did. Remember what I said during the recap and review of Wrestle Dream. Mercedes got a lot of heat on her. If you pull the trigger and put them tag titles on Monet and Athena,
you're gonna
get some fucking heat. And I'm not saying that it's not a cool team. I like that. I love that team.
It's a cool team.
But you asking for some heat, my friend. You asking for some heat.
You cruising for our bruising there, bud.
He cruising for something. But yeah, man. I've been still on the fence when it comes to the AEW Women's Tag Titles, but they here, so
they're long overdue, man.
Yeah.
Like the timing of presenting them is like way past due, but it's like, all right, it's still glad that they're here,
100%. 100%.
I don't know. I just hope that it doesn't become just another set of titles.
Yeah.
That's just there. That's my only, I guess, quote unquote fear with this is that, another set of titles. And speaking of, I guess this can also spin off to another point that I want to bring up. Are there too many championships in wrestling?
Yes.
In general?
I mean, you got to think. If we're looking at WWE, they have 2 sets of men's tag titles. They have a set of women's tag titles. They have men and women's United States, men and women's Intercontinental. 2 sets of world titles on both shows. Then NXT has the men and the women's Speed Championship, men and women's North American, men and women's NXT championships. So WWE alone, and then of course if you want to say Evolve, they have men and women's Evolve championships. So that's already like a lot of titles in WWE alone. Then if you do AEW, between AEW and ROH, my goodness, there's a lot of championships, and that's just the 2 big companies. There's a lot of damn titles in wrestling. Like, jeez.
Dude, I was about to say, Mercedes Moné has 12 belts. Yes, there's too many titles in wrestling.
I mean, if you put it that way, yeah. If Mercedes is walking around with 12, you are absolutely correct.
Single-handedly, just 12.
And I mean, and now the caveat with that is that they're all different promotions for sure.
Yes, it does promote the smaller promotions. I'm always for that.
But at the same time, to agree with your argument when it comes to WWE, NXT evolved, now AAA, TNA.
Oh, I forgot about AAA. Yeah.
You have a lot of belts running around, and it'd be different if these were their own section off promotions under the WWE umbrella, but they're all integrating these with the rosters, which that would be fine if that was the case. But when you start having people have multiple championships across the board, Hardy's, Dominic, you can even say Sol Ruka when it comes to the Speed Championship and the Women's North American Championship, to an extent, but because and the reason I say that is because back in the day there was only a handful of championships. You had the world, you had the Intercontinental, you had the European. I'm only speaking about the Attitude Era at this point. Intercontinental, European, light heavyweight, world title, 1 set of tag titles, and then the Women's Championship. That's 7 championships that they've had, but the way they worked through them is that, again, light heavyweight, you had that section to compete against the cruiserweights in WCW. You had the Women's Championship. You had 2 sets of mid-card titles, which would be the European, which was the lower mid-card title, and then you had the Intercontinental Championship, was a step up above, right under the world title. So everything made sense because it's like, okay, you won the European. That means you were probably likely going to win Intercontinental Championship. If you won the Intercontinental Championship, then that means that you were probably in line to be looked at to step up to like that main level with all the top stars, at least to sniff the top, so everything made sense. Like it was almost like a ladder system where it's like, okay, well, now I can gauge what wrestler is doing what by looking at them as far as what title they're going for. It's not like that anymore because there's just titles all over the fucking place. I'm not saying that the women don't deserve to have that many titles, But, you know, which I'll say this, at least at this point, outside of the women's United States Championship, all the women's championships make sense right now. To even right now with the tag titles with Charlotte and Bliss.
Yeah.
So that's fine. The same thing with NXT. All the women's titles with NXT, they're all utilizing them perfect. Where it comes to the issue is with the men, because with the 2 sets of tag titles, you know, and then if you want to add AAA, NXT, and TNA titles at the same time, then yeah, you have a lot going on with that. And then the same thing with 2 world titles, which yeah, I think it becomes an issue when you have these long ass title reigns, because then, you know, it makes the titles feel as though it's like there's nothing else for anybody to do when you put all your eggs in one basket, i.e. Roman Reigns. Nothing against that, but you know, it's like, what do you do with everybody else? Which I'm going to put another pin in that, because that's probably going to, I almost guarantee that we're probably about to talk about the stuff that happened on Raw.
Just 1 or 2 things.
Okay. So if I'm correct, then I'm going to save it, and if not, then I'll talk about it at the end. But yeah, it's only because they're not being worked with right, if that makes any sense.
Okay.
No, they're absolutely not. But absolutely, to your point, the women deserve just as many titles as the men. The problem is there's too damn many titles for the men right now, and we're trying to make the women have just as many titles as the men. So we need to drop the men's title count. That way we get back to some actual sensible numbers, and then everybody can feel okay about these titles.
And for fairness, I will list to come off of memory. I will list all the AEW championships. I know Ring of Honor has Ring of Honor Tag. They have the Ring of Honor 6-man. They have the men's and future women's pure championship. They have the men's and women's television championship, and they have the men's and women's world championship. And of course, AEW has women's tag titles that's coming along, the TBS championship and the world championship. They have for the men the world championship, the TNT championship, the unified championship, the tag, the trios, and I feel like there's one more I'm missing. I feel like there's like one more I'm missing somewhere, but I think that's everything.
You mean from the men's or the women's?
From the men's side.
I want to say you got everything. So what,
pure, got everything. So yeah.
World.
So yes, from Ring of Honor and AEW. So yeah, so just those 2 big promotions alone, that's literally over like 20 to 30 something championships between men and women. That's insanity.
I don't even saw my face, but I did hit a moment where I was just like, oh,
exactly. Like that's so many. But to go over a couple of little points in Raw, we do have hashtag and new tag team champions of AJ Styles and Dragon Lee, or as New Day call them, AJ Lee.
That's what's up. Yes.
They defeated the Judgment Day. Now check out this stat. Judgment Day was tag team champions for 115 days, and against Dragon and AJ, that was their second title defense.
What the fuck?
Yeah. So New Day, ever since they lost the belts, they've been on social media and on Raw saying that it was going to be pretty much the death of the tag division, because, and then literally almost weekly, they was lobbying for them to get tag team title shots. But then AJ just asked one time, and boom, him and Dragon got tag team title shots. And then, of course, Woods go off even more, because Woods was like, AJ didn't even want to be a tag champion. He wanted the Intercontinental Championship, and he only asked for this match to piss off Dominic. And he was like, Dragon Lee, isn't he part of the LWO? So what the hell? So how the hell does he get to step out of the LWO and become a damn tag team with AJ Styles? And now they're the whole tag team champions. Like Woods was going off. Woods was going off, and I was like, he's speaking.
Is this game, man? Holy fuck!
Like he's speaking like, so much valid points. I don't have the graphic up, but also per what happened on Raw, it was announced that Seth Rollins needed surgery on his shoulder, so he is officially out, and the title was vacated, and that there was a battle royal and the main event, and the winner is going to fight CM Punk at Saturday night's main event to determine, who's going to be the new world heavyweight champion. Well, Braun Breaker didn't want to give up the belt to Pierce, so when he finally got it back from Pierce, he was being snarky about it by, saying, hey, say please, and this, that, and the third. So after Pierce did all of that, later, he pretty much told Paul Heyman, hey, fuck all that noise. Bronson and Braun ain't even in the Battle Royal. And he was like, you know what, Paul? You can beg me for it by saying please. And Paul Heyman was like, please. And he was like, nah, I'm good, big dog. So yes, they had a Battle Royal, as you can see here. Actually, I gave that away. Wrong image. As you can see, some of the individuals here. As you can see, you had Big Jim, Rusev, Ivar, Kofi Kingston, Otis, Tozawa, Sheamus, AJ Styles, Monday Americano. I know, right? Dominic Mysterio, Finn Balor, I think JD Madonna, Penta, LA Knight, Jey Uso, Grayson Waller, Dragon Lee, like pretty much, almost a who's who. There was a moment, as you can see here, where Big Jim and LA Knight got tangled up, and Jey Uso pushed him over. Jey Uso was like, fuck it. And then, of course, Big Jim is on the outside like, wow, that's how you do me? And then the last two people were Jey Uso, Dominic Mysterio, and like I accidentally showed earlier, the Yeet Man himself won. Now, the funny thing about this that leads into a smaller conversation, the top 3 most disliked WWE videos on YouTube is Jey Uso beating Gunther, Jey Uso winning this Battle Royal, and Jey Uso something else Jey Uso. So pretty much the top 3
wait. How do we know that? They don't show us the dislike counter anymore.
Somebody did some research.
Somebody did some research. Unlock it.
Yeah, you can unlock it. But yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Jey Uso winning the Rumble. So Jey Uso winning the Rumble, him winning this Battle Royal, and him winning the World Heavyweight Championship. So, gentlemen, I will ask, is this 2015 Roman Reigns all over again?
No.
Just with Jey Uso?
No.
No.
This is what I was putting a pin in, because this is part of the problem that comes with the whole championship stuff. Because,
and just to put the graphic up officially, go ahead.
They're making things feel, and this is why you get the contention from the fans, because it feels like they're just handing stuff to Jey when there's other people that also deserve an opportunity. And this goes with my issue when it comes to this Battle Royal, because there easily should have been an impromptu tournament, and you should have had that tournament span across both Raw and SmackDown to maximize the time that you had, because you have 2 weeks, because Saturday night's main event is on the 1st of November. That's in 2 weeks. So you're telling me that you couldn't have taken 4 different nights across Raw and SmackDown and done a tournament to then crown a number one contender. Now, you could have easily come to the conclusion to have these two, but you need to be able to win over the fans and make them feel as though, oh, this is why this person deserves to be here. Because if they don't feel that you deserve to be there and they don't see it, then you're going to keep getting the same thing over and over again. Because
like also too, not to interrupt, because when you're looking at this image, you know damn well more than half of these people was not going to win.
100%.
Yeah.
So, but go ahead.
And that's 100% of what you're saying, because when you get these battle royals, this is literally what you get. You get a good 50 to maybe 60-70% of the people within that battle royal that you know damn well don't deserve to be in there. Otis just came back. What the fuck is he doing in the battle royal for number one contention for the world title?
I know,
Nothing
right?
against Otis.
He's being given an opportunity for his return.
And Tozawa, Tozawa's a fucking valet at this point. It's like,
right?
Like what the fuck is he doing in there?
He did things behind the scenes.
I bet he did.
Hey, you.
I bet he did.
He took notes from Michael Nakazawa, all right?
And if it had something to do with with Maxine, then I probably would have taken. I don't blame him, but not the point though. Not the point. The point is that, just like I said before, where it's like the belts made sense back in the day, it's because of stuff like this. You know, we had tournaments that would crown impromptu champions or number one contenders because everybody was given that chance, and you felt anybody that was in a position back then earned that position, or at least there was nobody that could contest the fact that somebody was in that position as if they didn't belong there. Now it does start to feel like somebody's just giving it because, like, oh yeah, well, this person is cousins with The Rock, or this person knows this person, or so on and so forth. And it feels more like backstage politics versus, hey, this person put his fucking work in, like we did with fucking Miz. Universally hated by a lot of people, but now he's universally loved and universally praised by a lot of the performers. There is not one person that I have seen in multiple interviews, whether it be Chris Van Vliet, hell, I guess you can say even Wrestle Talk, they've done their interviews too. Cultaholic done their interviews, and most of the people that bring up the Miz talk about Miz in extreme high regard, and we wouldn't have had that if it was nowadays, where it just felt like, oh, he's a company man, he's cool with Vince, here, just go ahead and give him this because, you know, he knew how to politic his way through there. And no, it's because everybody knows his story. You know, he had to eat shit and then get to the point where he is now, where everything that he does get is deserved. And that's not to say that Jay doesn't deserve it, because Jay easily has put his work in, but because of what's going on right now, it's being completely overshadowed. Now us, we can look at Jay and say, hey, he deserves it, because we can understand it. But there's a lot of new fans who see him with the bloodline and be like, oh, it's because he's Roman's cousin, you know, it's because, you know, oh, he got yeet over, it's just a tagline. It's like, no, he's him and Jimmy Uso are one of the greatest tag teams in the business.
Yeah.
And for him to get over, even if you say it's a fucking catchphrase with yeet, it still got over. You know, because he could have easily been somebody of a Coco Beware and just, you know, nothing against Coco Beware people, I'm just saying, but he could have easily just been like the flashy type, where it's like, because Coco Beware didn't get opportunities like that, you know, like crazy, because, you know, he was liked by the fans. Jay is liked by the fans and capitalized on these opportunities, and it worked out for him.
You're sounding like a Coco B hater right now.
Goddamn right. I know I am, but it's okay.
Well, so Saturday night's main event, we will crown a new world heavyweight champion. We got CM Punk and Jey Uso, and also another match announced for Saturday night's main event. I know Dizzle will be excited for this one.
Man.
Cody, Raheem Rhodes taking on Drew McIntyre for that WWE Championship.
I'll tell y'all right now, if y'all don't put that goddamn title on Drew McIntyre, I'm gonna have a fucking fit. I swear to God.
You think we're gonna get two new champions in one night?
We better. We better.
What are you gonna do if we don't, Luke?
I'm gonna peek my fucking mic out.
Oh yeah, you crashing out, huh?
Yeah.
Oh shit. That would be a thing to see that Dizzle just loses his mind and just goes on a whole rant. I would love to see the immediate just crash out of, you know, if Cody hits that crossroads and pins Drew 1, 2, 3, and Dizzle just losing it.
I'm gonna tell you right now. If Cody wins, and this is nothing against Cody at all, because Cody is fantastic at what he does, and he's a good
absolutely.
company. However, because this is a chance, because there's no other reason for this match to fucking happen. Because everybody's seen it, WWE has seen the backlash and heard the backlash from everybody that said Drew should have won. We all know about, you know, the speculation as far as them pitching for Drew to take the win. If you do this match and then give us the same fucking outcome, I'm going to guarantee this right now. After Saturday, I'm not even going to wait till the credits roll on Saturday. I'm going to record a video immediately and post that shit. I'm going to be pissed. Because it just does, like, because it makes no fucking sense. It would make no sense logically to have this match again to give us the same fucking outcome. I'm getting mad thinking about it now because none of it makes sense unless you're gonna put the title on Drew.
Well, I don't know.
I mean, who else could they have had this matchup with? Like, who else could have been in Drew's spot right now?
Nobody.
To be honest, nobody.
You could have just not had the match. You could have made the crowning of a new World Heavyweight Championship the highlight.
Yeah.
Oh, this is the main event of main event. My bad.
Well, we don't know. Actually, we don't know what they may end up making it the main event. You know, they may end up doing this because, you know, it's the, you know, undisputed WWE Championship. But, you know, the crowning of a new champ between Punk or Jay, they may make it the main event. So yeah.
If this is not the main event, how many times have they done this now?
This is their third. Technically, this would be their third time going at it. Technically, because on SmackDown they had an impromptu match and it ended in disqualification when Cody hit Drew with the belt.
So they got okay, and then what about the second match?
No, that wasn't the second match. I'm sorry. The first match was when Cody just straight flat beat Drew. The second match was an impromptu match on SmackDown where Cody technically lost by disqualification. So this is technically the third match. So technically this is a rubber match.
Technically it's a tie. Yeah, technically it's a tiebreaker. Yeah,
technically it's a tiebreaker. So yeah.
Honestly, they need to have the World Heavyweight Championship match main event.
I agree.
For this specific reason, because here's another opportunity that WWE should not pass up on. Because I said something about it last week. If they really want to give us the headlines and have everybody talking, have Jay go ahead and pull a Dwayne. Have him win that title. Have him use it by utilizing the fucking vision.
So I did see a rumor. Now, of course, it's only a rumor. I saw a rumor. Somebody said that they think the plans is for Jay to win, go heel, and eventually they can run back Jay versus Jimmy to make up for the fact that Jay versus Jimmy was a stinker of a match at Mania.
Oh, that's one hell of a rumor because that's
That's a theory. That's a theory.
That is a theory. I'm not mad at it, because it does play more into the story from what they've been telling with everything. And then there's the whole thing about okay, well what happened? Oh, because Roman did get mad at them.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. Roman told Jimmy and Jay, I don't want to see y'all until Christmas. That was one of the So what happened was after Roman had lost at Crown Jewel, he was fussing at them in the ring, and he was like, y'all don't listen. I told y'all not to come out here. And he was like, I don't want to see y'all no more. Matter of fact, I don't want to see y'all until Christmas. And it was like, damn, he just said, fuck Thanksgiving. I don't want to see y'all until Christmas. So, yeah.
So, like, who is showing up to Thanksgiving and who isn't? You know what I mean?
I don't know now. I don't know.
Like, honestly, if you were to yell at me and tell me, I don't want to see your ass till Christmas, like, and you try and storm off, I'm gonna be like, hey, we need to sort this out real quick. Who's showing up to what holidays?
Roman going to his wife's family's house.
Right?
Thanksgiving.
He's just like, I'm just sick of it all. Like, I don't want to see none of that side of the family. So you think Jey Uso is going to be the one, possibly?
I do think that would be the right call, because and not to say that Punk doesn't deserve to have the title, especially after the cash in.
Yeah.
But I think that they're going to keep whatever plans that they had for Punk intact, especially to see what happens with Rollins. So if they're going to do it that way, it does add a little bit more freshness to it, because then at that point, if you put the title on Punk, it's kind of just going to go into the motions.
Yeah.
Because I think they want to give Punk a bigger ovation, so they might want to give him the title at Mania instead.
Mm-hmm.
Especially since he's already had the whole thing of having his quote unquote main event already.
Yeah.
So I don't see them crowning him on etc. as main event and it being super eventful. I think they're gonna go the controversial route
and give it back to Jay.
Damn.
Because it makes sense, because it's like you're not. I'm pretty sure, and if they do this with Jay, it's gonna be the very last time that he wins that title.
I can see that.
This person. Yeah, I can see that.
He's already won it as a face. You're not going to go back to the well, because you're not going to get that same reaction from Jay winning the title. So the other way to do it, and it's nothing against Jay, it's because he's not that main event star like The Rock. The Rock you could easily do that with. Now it could change, obviously, but if you're going to basically give the people that's behind Jay what they want, turn him heel, give him the title from this and it doesn't have to be long either. And then kind of just go from there, just for that moment, because I don't want to say Raw, WWE in itself needs a big shakeup, because, and we've gone on to say it too, WWE is lacking when it comes to their shows as of late.
Okay, well, I'm glad you said shakeup. So funny enough, the last week's image of Braun holding up the title, they said they literally saw Braun holding up the title and how good it looked, and was like, nah, Punk and Uso. They was like, nah, Punk and Uso. But if not that, what's wrong with this gentleman here? Why not this gentleman here?
I'm gonna ask, why the fuck I didn't hear his name until we just brought him up right now.
So why not LA Knight? What is stopping WWE from finally giving LA Knight that moment?
Okay,
I was waiting for you to tell me he was injured or something. Why is he not?
No, he was in that. He was in that battle royal. But what you got, Diesel?
Here's where the good stuff comes.
The screen's really small from my camera. Sorry, it's gonna get to the monitor soon.
This is why I said Jay doesn't have to hold that title for long, because what you do is now you play around with your roster. You say, okay, you do old school shit. You put the title on somebody to see and give them that trial run. Because what's the best thing to do at this point now? Your main players at this point have been Punk, LA Knight, and Jay. And LA Knight have been having a feud already. If we go with what you say, Scoot, and we go ahead and get Jay and Jimmy in a match together for the world title, whatever dispute they got going on. LA Knight comes in, and he starts feuding back with Jay, but now Jay with the Vision, and then he eventually takes that title. And he doesn't have to hold that title that long, because then we find a way to circle right back to Braun and have him get that title.
Okay.
I don't hate it. I don't hate it.
So you think that they're gonna go with Jay potentially joining the Vision?
That I don't know. I think it's 50-50. I can see him still getting help from the Vision. And then maybe them, saying, hey, you couldn't do this without us. And then maybe him being like a tweener, if that's the case. If they want to go ahead and keep, Jay as a face, merchandise and stuff like that. Because that's also the play that you can go with, and have him do like maybe some heel type stuff, but then still try to pander to the fans. And so, and then make it seem as though the Vision owe him one, or, have stuff going on with the storyline where it's like anytime he has a match or whatever, the Vision gets involved and they never attack Jay, just to kind of remind him, hey, you can't do shit without us. You're only champ because of us, to maybe just play on the aspect of, hey, maybe he will join, maybe he won't join, stuff like that. But, and then throw that title on motherfucking LaKnight, because he fucking deserves it.
Absolutely.
More than anybody at this point right now. Now, it may look good on Braun, absolutely. But I think LA Knight is, as far as a face goes, I think he is the best representation right now, especially on a Raw. To have that title. So
yeah.
Give it to us.
Speaking of deserve, since New Orleans didn't deserve a WrestleMania, you get a Money in the Bank instead.
Damn, bro.
So next year, as you can see, this time around, it's in September. Money in the Bank, New Orleans. So it's kind of interesting that they're doing the Money in the Bank.
Weekend?
Probably so next year.
Yeah, that's Labor Day weekend.
Yeah, most likely probably gonna be Labor Day weekend. But yeah.
Hey, guess what else usually goes on around Labor Day weekend, guys?
What's that?
All In.
I didn't even think about that. That damn Jaeger is connecting dots. So yeah, Money in the Bank 2026 will be in New Orleans. Okay, as of right now, it's going to be in New Orleans. The last time something was announced for New Orleans, it got taken away. So as of right now, Money in the Bank 2026 will be in New Orleans. But yeah.
Now, guys, you want to know why I know that All In is around Labor Day? Because, motherfucker, I was at the first one. It's backwards, my bad. But anyway.
It's right. Yeah.
Oh, it's right for y'all? Okay, cool.
It's right.
But yeah, I was goddamn there, Gandalf. Anyways.
That's a wild timeline to see, Cody Rhodes on that poster and everything. But I know 2018
with the Bucks.
That is a wild timeline. But yeah, so Money in the Bank 2026 will be in New Orleans. That was announced. The last bit of things we have before we'll wrap things up. There is a PLE this weekend, and it is WWE. It is NXT's Halloween Havoc. In the rundown, the 6 matches that is going on, we have a tag team match with the youngest in charge, TNA's X Division champion Leon Slater, teaming up with the young OG Javon Evans, taking on Mr. Iguana with Layaska and La Parka. And this match literally just kind of came about Saturday, Tuesday. Pretty much almost a lot of these matches came about come Tuesday, but the glee I yelled out when this match happened, because I was like, yes, Mr. Iguana is in the motherfucking house. We're going to get in a Day of the Dead match for the North American Championship. You got Ethan Page defending against El Hijo de Dr. Wagner Jr. Yeah. So pretty much day-to-day match.
The son of Dr. Wagner Jr.?
Yep. And it's pretty much an anything goes match. Yep. Now, this one is a tricky one since Sol Ruka got injured in the tag team match with her and Zarya taking on Bliss and Charlotte. She wasn't cleared to compete, so she was willing to relinquish the title pretty much to Blake Monroe. And Zarya was like, hey, I'll defend the championship for you. So Zarya is defending Sol Ruka's championship against Blake Monroe. Yeah. Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Go ahead. Ask the question. I got you.
No. Because let me question my own reality here for a minute.
Yeah,
Didn't they have people in a faction get injured and then have them swap belts, and then they said, yeah, you can't fucking do that?
Hey, you are misremembering things. You are not. You have not been hit with the WWE neuralizer. You're supposed to forget things like this. You're supposed to forget.
I'm like, hold on, goddammit! No. We just had people give up belts. I think this year. You
supposed to forget that
within a year's span.
Nope. You supposed to forget.
And Braun and Braun are being punished. That's why they couldn't do that, because they being punished for being naughty boys.
Exactly. And
okay, sure.
JC Jane is defending her women's championship against the Cullings Tatum Paxley, and pretty much a match
transformation.
And pretty much the match that really made me excited after what happened. So if you saw last week, Dark State jumped the Hardys, and the Hardys pretty much have been battered and broken, and they filmed their vignette at the Hardy compound, and the Hardys went into the lake of reincarnation and came out as Brother Nero and Broken Matt Hardy, and proceeded to challenge Dark State to a Broken Rules match for the NXT championships. And once again, I screamed when I got to see Broken Matt Hardy again. My heart was filled with so much joy.
I was at work and scrolling Instagram and caught that, and I audibly said "yo," and like people next to me were like, "huh?" Like, they had their headphones on and all that, and I was just like audible enough. They're like, "Wait, huh? What's up?"
And your main event of the evening, Richard Saints defending his NXT championship against Trick Williams. So that is your Halloween happy card.
Like a 1-1, but come on, we gotta keep this reign going.
Little known factoid for the people out there, I mentioned it on NXT AG. If Trick Willie does win that championship, he would be one of two men to hold that NXT championship for 3 different reigns. Do you gentlemen know who's that other gentleman who had the NXT championship 3 times?
Yeah, Samoan Joseph.
Samoan Joseph. Yep. So if Trick Willie gets that belt off of Richard Saints, he would be a 3-time champ along with Samoan Joseph.
That belt staying on Dick Satanis.
The fuck did I just hear? Sir, what?
That belt is staying. It's staying on Dick Satanis.
No. I get it, Richard Dick, but what the fuck is Saints? I know you're just anagramming Saints, but like it still doesn't work like that, man. Because there's like you're adding an extra. It's like,
I mean,
you're trying to anagram Saints into Satanis. It doesn't work. You're adding letters. No,
what's
wrong?
What's the opposite of a saint?
Oh shit!
Sinner, not a satanist.
But hey,
shit.
what also can you call a satanist?
You know what? You should have just straight up called him Dick Sinner.
That caught me all off guard.
Hey,
oh my god.
Sometimes
that's his alter ego when he goes into hardcore matches. Dick Sinner.
Dick Sinner.
My god, that caught me all off guard. I was not expecting that one.
I was just like stuck here for a fucking second.
But so yeah, as y'all can see, Halloween Havoc is Saturday night. The only thing I hate is that unless a few matches gonna start, I mean, other than the Broken Rules and the Day of the Dead match, those are the only two matches with stipulations.
Oh yeah.
You know, there's no spin the wheel, make the deal, and nothing that we know. But yeah, but that is Halloween Havoc.
Could be a lot of horror jump scares or some shit, you know.
But I just couldn't get over Dick Satanist like that right there. That caught me all off guard.
Put it on a shirt.
Just had me like.
Putting that on a shirt is like wow. But hey y'all, that is pretty much the world of professional wrestling for this week.
Ricky Saints and Ricky Saints in the streets, Dick Satanist in the sheets. Put it on a shirt.
That is crazy. That is such a crazy thing. But all right. Like we like to do at the end of the show, get it off your chest segment. Jaeger, anything you got to get off your chest in the world of professional wrestling?
The world of professional wrestling.
For this episode, rather.
Look, we didn't get to talk about AEW enough, at least in this.
No, what you got?
Tournament. Just everybody.
You need me to bring the graphic back up?
Huh?
I said you need me to bring the graphic back up?
No, I don't need you to do that.
Okay.
No. I'm just saying everybody involved in this match was phenomenal, and I know this was on purpose, but everybody looked phenomenal. All right, let me get the little misogyny out. I'm sorry, but just damn. And I know I'm going straight to the jail, but. You know I'm an auto though.
Oh yeah, he was. He was in the group chat. He was losing his collective shit.
I don't know what it was, man, but just everything was. Damn. That's all I could say. I was. Yeah. I had to crash out for a second.
Mr. Diesley.
Yeah.
My bad, Loki. I'm sorry.
Look at him. He's like, who the?
My bad, Loki. I ain't mean to leave you out. Leave you out. My bad, big dog.
Oh shit, Loki, you hear him talking to you?
I didn't mean to make you sad. I'm sorry, Loki. You ain't had a.
No. He's doing his best Batman impression right now. He's trying to peek through the windows.
I know. I can tell just being nosy.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. He is absolutely. What's her name? From Bewitched. You know, peeking through the fucking blinds.
But Mr. Diesley, what you got? Get off your chest this week.
First and foremost, regarding the David Otunga thing, basically the shit was
yeah.
The reason why he has a case is because the pay dispute, you know, to extend somebody's non-compete and then not pay them because a 90 day should allow you to still be paid during that time that you are not working within that same business. So and then to extend it to a year, if that's what the penalty was, and then still not get paid during that time, then he could lawyer up and then still be able to probably win that case because of that. Just that little tidbit there. So it's like nothing against them extending it, but it's the fact that they would refuse to then pay him for that. So, but yeah.
Okay.
So as far as getting it off my chest, I'm gonna put 2 weeks worth of bullets in the chamber because I'm gonna hold off because WWE, y'all already know where I stand. I'm gonna hold off on these 2 bullets because if Drew McIntyre does not win this fucking title, I'm firing on all cylinders.
Well, I'm just saying, I don't know. These like you may be prepared to just shoot some shit up then, cause I don't know.
Damn.
I don't know. All right. So I guess for me,
your target.
Ex AEW coach Sarah Stock basically came out and said kids are going to end up dead from watching these things in AEW, especially between Mox and Darby. Now, this is the thing I have. I've been on this earth 39 years. I have seen the argument about video games making people violent, and I've seen the things about wrestling and things like that. There comes a point in time where we have to stop blaming the art and the media and start looking into people being parents and people teaching kids things, because to keep having these scapegoats and scapegoat adjacent things, because it's always funny. You never hear movies making people violent. Like you never hear or see that, hey, just because you go buy a Spider-Man costume, don't make you Spider-Man if you try to run up a wall or try to do flips. Like it's always video games and wrestling and rap music. Like, and I really get tired of it, y'all. Like at some point, we got to stop blaming the art. Now, per that also leads into another thing that I can't remember if I sent the group or not, but apparently Missouri's Pro Wrestling Commission apparently kiboshed a lot of the Darby and Mox thing. That's why there was no blood and things like that. Then you had Then you had Sean Ross Sapp come out and said, get athletic commissions away from pro wrestling.
Absolutely.
I'm kind of 50-50 on that, personally speaking, because just in case if people want to take it a little too far, you know, you don't want them to go a little too crazy. But we got to stop like these witch hunts against wrestling. Go ahead.
Sorry. I just process this. The counter in my head to we want to stop people from going too crazy. We, in I don't know how many years now, have not had somebody die in the ring or like in the middle of a live event.
I can agree with that.
Like we have not had, or at least on a major televised event type of thing or major pay-per-view event. I don't know about backyard wrestling and all that stuff or like other like smaller like circuits. I'm sorry, I'm not aware like that. But as far as like televised, nationally seen, yeah, we haven't had an incident like that in so many years. But guess what happens when something that's just outside of wrestling control, when Raja fucking Jackson just decides to jump the barricade and all that? Like,
yeah,
I think you're trying to look at wrestlers as the problem when it's just fucking life events that are not like they've been fine on not on knowing where a line is.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
I can agree with that. I can definitely agree with that.
Safeties and commissions, especially because of all the shit that they're lucky that they're lucky that Chris Benoit didn't snap like in the locker room versus his house. They're lucky that he didn't like take the flight to Houston and then start beating the shit out of everybody in the back or something.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, because then it would have just like proven like what the fuck this sport is like going on or something, or maybe it would have all gotten swept under the rug. Who the fuck knows? But
you know what?
anyway,
oh, go ahead.
Just for the record, people.
Uh-huh.
Yeager didn't just pull Houston out of his ass.
He was supposed to be in Houston that night. It was supposed to be Night of Champions. Benoit was supposed to be in Houston, and that's why he didn't just say Houston just for the sake of it.
Sorry,
Yeager, no. I mean, like, no. Funny enough, because like I said, I was there too. So it was a great way that you pulled that because that's what he was supposed to be. You know.
Yeah.
I was because I know there's probably gonna be somebody. Wait, why do you say Houston like that? But that's why.
Sorry, that was a deep cut for everybody that's not aware.
All right, my bad, y'all. I'm so sorry. We're gonna have another extended get it off your chest because I totally forgot this. We have another list by Bleacher Report, and Bleacher Report did the top WWE superstars from the past 25 years. Now they only did men. Now from 2000 to 2025. I'm going to read the list off. Then I'm going to have y'all react to it. 25, Kofi Kingston. 24, Booker T. 23, Kevin Owens. 22, Dean Ambrose. 21, Cody Rhodes. 20, Stone Cold Steve Austin. 19, AJ Styles. 18, Batista. 17, Shawn Michaels. 16, Jeff Hardy. 15, Eddie Guerrero. 14, CM Punk. 13, Triple H. 12, Brock Lesnar. 11, Edge. 10, Daniel Bryan. 9, The Rock. 8, Seth Rollins. 7, Kurt Angle. 6, The Undertaker. 5, Chris Jericho. 4, Rey Mysterio. 3, Roman Reigns. 2, Randall Orton. And number 1, John Cena.
No, I can't see it. But on the real, I'm still trying to process the names in this order.
Matter of fact, hold on. I'll try to bring it up because I totally forgot to bring it up in the thing, but I'll try to bring it up so y'all can see it too. But that was the list.
So the criteria is just based on their tenure in WWE.
I think
between the years of 2020 and 2025. I mean, excuse me, 2000 and 2025.
Yeah, from 2000 to 2025. So, let's see. I'm pulling it up because I totally forgot to bring it up. My bad. Tag Nation. All right. So, quarter of a century, 25-year span that has seen the industry top promotion evolve into something unrecognizable from the company that rode the pro wrestling boom when the Monday Night Wars was once the only in the game. Since 2000, we had some larger-than-life superstars. Okay. The superstars of the quarter century determined by in-ring performance, mic ability, historic significance, fan popularity, WWE main roster accomplishments, and overall importance to the company during that period. Honorable mention, Bray Wyatt, Kane, and The Big Show.
Those are good honorable mentions.
Other votes that got people who got votes but didn't make it. Dizzle's boy, Dolph Ziggler, Goldberg, Matt Hardy, RVD, Christian, Sheamus, Sami Zayn, The Miz, and Chris Benoit.
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad Benoit got the mention, but I wouldn't put him on the list. More this is one of the few times where
he'll never be on the list.
Well, see, so I mean, I agree that he deserves to go in the Hall of Fame, but as with lists like this, I understand the significance based on what he did. This is one of the few times where I would say, okay, well, based on what he did, controversially, I wouldn't put him on lists like this due to the criteria. I'm glad the votes were there, but yeah, no, he doesn't belong on here. Rey Mysterio, I don't mind him being on there, but this motherfucker needs to be higher. As far
like higher as in okay, in 20. Okay,
where he's at right now in the single digits? No. No.
Oh, you mean okay.
I mean, he was number 4. Yeah, he's number 4.
Yeah. Nothing against Ray. But if you're gonna put
the past 25 years, I don't think Ray needs to be there.
Yeah, because we're talking about level of significance. Like I get the popularity aspect, but if that's the case, that means you're putting popularity above everything. Which if that's the case, that means a Rock would need to be higher, Chris Jericho would need to be a lot higher, Undertaker would need to be a lot higher. And because it's nothing against Randy Orton, but Randy Orton wouldn't be as popular as a John Cena, without the help of a John Cena, without the help of Evolution, so on and so forth. But you got a Shawn Michaels, a Chris Jericho, Undertaker, John Cena, Jeff Hardy, which would be way more popular than a Rey Mysterio. Like I get the significance of Rey Mysterio, but if we're talking about popularity, then Stone Cold definitely wouldn't be in fucking 20.
I don't know if you can see it, Jaeger, but the list is up on the screen. If you can kind of see it, yeah. I know it's small, but yeah.
But yeah, I mean that's the only issue that I have is that the placement is what my issue is. Them being on the list, I don't have an issue, but their placement is a problem for me. Because Booker T deserves to be on this list too.
Absolutely.
So no, I don't necessarily have a problem with Booker T being like in the 20s. Cody, he's been around for a while, but I understand him being like 21. I feel like Kofi should be lower. Shawn Michaels was around for
I didn't read why each individual, but I'm assuming they're gonna look at the fact that Kofi is I think what, a 15-time tag champ. Kofi is a Grand Slam champion. So I guess it makes sense.
I mean, he should be like number one, or no, sorry, not number one, but like he should be definitely not 25. He should be like, I would say like 18.
Okay, to be fair, and this is nothing against. Now that I'm just looking at this list,
no, you're about to say,
where the fuck is the Miz?
I thought, wasn't he voted, but they just didn't add him on there?
Yeah, like I mean, but no. If Kofi Kingston slid in there,
well, and that's the thing. If you put them, then you got to put Ziggs and Miz on there.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, absolutely.
That is true. But now, what you thought I was about to get ready to say?
Oh, I thought you were going to say why Dean Ambrose is on the list.
Oh no, that's what I was going to say. Take Dean Ambrose out for the Miz.
And
I mean, fair. That's fair.
I mean,
take who out?
Dean Ambrose.
I take AJ out.
I can see AJ as well. I can see AJ.
He doesn't have that much tenure here, so yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
I mean, technically, he's 10 years in out of the 25, but
But like, even if you were to look at him, if you were to like try and ask for TNA's like top 25, easily AJ Styles is like in your top
100.
5, top 10, top 3 even.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I understand them putting or like not having.
Okay.
You should not have him in.
This could be a hot take, and I understand how much it could be a hot take. We can technically take Shawn Michaels at the top 25.
That's what I was asking earlier. Is like,
I understand.
How active was he?
I get that he had those 2 legendary matches with The Undertaker.
Now, I mean, he did retire Ric Flair.
I get that, but if we're really going off of, I mean,
remember there was DX getting the revival.
I know. Shawn can be an easy 26.
Fair.
I know as controversial as that could be.
Shawn could be an easy 26. I'm sorry, am I forgetting?
Oh no, Hunter is 13.
Oh, no, he's right there. Yeah,
he's 13.
But you see, Hunter went beyond just DX. So,
but see, the problem is, if we're doing that, Hunter should be in the top 10 easily
because of all of the accomplishments. I mean, he did do DX and Evolution, and
you got to think all of Triple H's accomplishments is from 2000 to 2025.
You're absolutely right. Yeah, DX, Evolution, Shield.
Yeah,
can be coming.
Rey Mysterio is too fucking high. Rey Mysterio is too fucking high.
Yeah,
I don't disagree.
Ray is too high. I'm sorry.
Mm,
Ray is too high.
it's okay.
I mean,
it's
if I
not
want to be
okay.
fair,
We should move around.
if we want to be fair, and once again, this could be controversial. Daniel Bryan shouldn't be in the top 10 either.
When did he debut?
That was like what? Oh no, like 2010, 09, maybe. Oh, let me see. Let me get you a more accurate.
I want to say it had. Yeah, probably. Oh wait, no. I believe it. It's either 08 or 09. I want to lean more in 09.
It was on NXT in 2010.
2010.
Huh.
Yeah. Remember he was on the first season of NXT.
Yeah, I thought the Nexus had a
The Nexus was after that. Remember the Nexus was like that summer.
Everything happened so fast then.
Yeah, everything happened so fast. So yeah.
Okay.
So
okay.
But yeah, so there you go. An extended get it off your chest / last minute segment that I forgot.
Top 10 for like almost half the time. I don't think he made that big of a mark on WWE like that.
Yeah.
Like he definitely had a reputation coming into the company, but
and plus, I mean, I understand he had the yes chance. I understand he came back from his injury to able to start wrestling again and everything, but I don't know. Like, I mean,
same point. Kevin Owens. Well, no, Kevin Owens has been consistent this whole time. Like he's been consistent.
And he was like 23.
Yeah.
You know, so,
damn, that is right.
So
that's low.
I don't mind the 25 names, but definitely some reshuffling.
Yeah,
100%.
Like I'm not full tilt. Like this is the best list ever at all. But I'm not saying it's the worst. It's not.
If I'm also being fair, looking at that list, Stone Cold wouldn't be so high either.
Yeah, when was his or when did he retire officially? I think it was like before 2010, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was way before 2010.
Yeah.
I want to say 05? 04, 05.
He technically retired in 03.
Yeah. Because
yeah.
Because Rock had lost the World Championship to Brock Lesnar in 02.
Okay.
And I think around that time is when they had their last match, either that Mania following that or a little bit after. But I think it was the following Mania after that SummerSlam. Which would have then been 03. So I guess so that would make sense.
But yeah, so there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Deasley.
Do the thing.
Don't hit him with that beautiful outro, good sir.
You know what it is, my lovely people. Whether you loved it, hate it, don't forget to rate it, thumbs up, thumbs down. Leave all your comments, questions, concerns down below. Make sure that you tag the subscribe button, tag the notification bell, tag that like button. Make sure that you are getting updated and notified on any and everything that we do decide to drop whenever we do drop it. Make sure that you go ahead and show Juggs some love and check out everything that he is dropping as well. Of course, you'll have the opportunity to do that on the end card after this video. But of course, let me go ahead and warm up the good old Too Sweet for the Bros, as well as everybody else joining in on this with a good old bada 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 bam. And of course, until you see these handsome faces and hear these immaculate voices, we bid you all adieu. And until next time, you beautiful, 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 beautiful mother effers, tag the fucketh. Ow.
Peace.
Dollars make a way to make a change. Gotta be insane to make them same mistakes again. So I'm switching lane to lane. Pray the curb don't scratch.